Hello, guys, and welcome back to this amazing channel. This is Abhinav, and today we are back with our next class of LaunchPadx, which is of dynamic programming. So, this class is going to be very amazing as we are going to discuss about the concept of dynamic programming, which is a really important concept. So, in the given class, we'll be talking about the basics of dynamic programming, why dynamic programming is basically used, and how it can be implemented. Okay. So first of all, if I'm clearly audible and visible to you all, please hit a +1 and hit the like button so that we can start. Am I clearly audible and visible to you all? Okay, great guys. So let's start today's class. Today's class is going to be all around dynamic programming. Okay, we'll discuss what is dynamic programming and how it is basically used. In solving multiple problems. So let me first share the screen and share what we are going to have. Okay, great. So I hope ki my screen is also visible to you all. Great. So guys, in this particular video, we are going to discuss about the concept of dynamic programming. Guys, this concept is very important. It plays a very important role. As if we talk about the basics of it, as we will talk about the basics of dynamic programming. So guys, it is all about recursion. So if you know recursion, it will be better for you to understand dynamic programming. It's something we can define dynamic programming as recursion plus memorization. That we will also discuss in today's class. Okay, that we will discuss in today's class. So guys, if you will focus on one thing, whenever we implement recursive solution, as I have also told you, it takes more time complexity. Why? Because for the same value, the function is called again and again. The function is called again and again for the same value. Okay. If you will see, let's say if you have to find the value of Fibonacci number. Okay. I'm saying you to find nth Fibonacci number. Okay, what is the value of nth Fibonacci? Okay. So what was the formula? Anyone who can tell me? We have solved this problem called nth Fibonacci. कैसे किया था हमने? Anyone who can tell me? ये हमने कैसे किया था? You can see guys what they have done was written f of n was equal to f of n minus 1 plus f of n minus 2. This is how we have solved the problem called Fibonacci, where we were finding the nth Fibonacci series. Okay, guys, please respond. I am not getting anyone's response. Okay, yeah, exactly, great. हमने ये किया था, ठीक है, amazing. तो अब देखो हमने क्या किया था when we were finding this particular thing. So let me open the nth Fibonacci series problem. The nth Fibonacci number, you can see it here. So if I will simply write it, so as I have, what we have done was कि if, see, base case was, what was the base case? If you remember, base case क्या था? Base case was if n was less than 2, return n. Why? Because first Fibonacci number is 1, zeroth Fibonacci number is 0. And the recursive case was, return nth Fibonacci n minus 1 plus n minus 2. That is what we do. If I will run this particular program, you will see we'll be getting a good solution. We're getting a fine solution. I will submit it and you will see that your output will be fine, but it will give TLE. It will give time limit exceeded. Why it is giving you time limit exceeded? Because guys, the time complexity is 2 to the power n. Whenever we are finding the Fibonacci series using this formula, what happens is, let's say I'm saying you have to find the value of Fibonacci of 7. So when you have to find a value of Fibonacci of 7, you will call for Fibonacci of 6, Fibonacci of 5, Then we will call for Fibonacci of 4, Fibonacci of 5, and Fibonacci of 4. Here, Fibonacci of 4 and Fibonacci of 3. Then Fibonacci of 4, Fibonacci of 3. This is how the call will be executed. Is it clear? Right? When we have to find a value of Fibonacci of 7, it will call for Fibonacci of 6 and 5. 6 will call for 4 and 5 and 4. 5 will call for 4 and 3. This is how the recursive calls will be done. And the whole recursion tree happens. Am I right? This is how the whole recursion tree happens. So you can see that each value is calculated multiple number of times. Okay, you can see here that the value of Fibonacci 4 is calculated 3 times. The value of Fibonacci 5 is calculated 2 times. The value of Fibonacci 3 is calculated you can see multiple number of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is calculated 5 number of times. So बार बार क्या जरूरत है एक चीज को कैलकुलेट करने की? There was no meaning or there is no sense of calculating the same value again and again. आपने एक बार फिबोनाची 3 कैलकुलेट कर लिया, उसको बार बार यूज करो. Getting? If I will ask you कि tell me the value of 21 into 97, so I know you will use calculator. Up, like if you have calculator, you will use it, or maybe you will do it by your own. Let's say you are saying it's 2037. You have calculated it. But if I'm again asking you, what is the value of this? You will simply say, sir, it is same. If I will again ask you, you will say it's same. So means you have stored that in your mind. Na? That is how whenever we will calculate the value of a Fibonacci number, I will also store it. You can see here that the value of Fibonacci of 3 was calculated again and again. देखो एक बार, दो, तीन, चार, पांच. Was there any sense of calculating the same value again and again? बार बार नहीं. बोलो. Yes, no. Okay. So what we will do is, guys, whenever I am calculating the value of Fibonacci number, we are returning it, that's fine. But what I will do, I will also take here I will write here a Fibonacci. I will write here a function called fib. I will write here a function called fib. And I will pass with it a vector or an array, whatever. So let's say I'm passing with it a vector v. Okay, I will pass with it the vector v. अब क्या होगा guys? अब क्या होगा? I will create this vector here, and the size of the vector will be equal to n plus 1 because I will store the values there. Let's not take it v, let's take it dp. उसका नाम dp रखते हैं, ठीक है? And the size will be n plus 1 minus 1. So currently all the elements of this dp vector is minus 1. अभी के लिए all the elements are minus 1. And whenever I will calculate a Fibonacci number, I will store it in this vector. Okay. Now I will return with this fib pass n and with this dp. Is dp का data type? Let's keep it long int only. Okay. Let's keep it the same and take the reference of it. ठीक है. अब देखो क्या होगा. Now guys, what will happen is कि whenever I'm base case will be same. Base case will be same. If n is less than 2, return n. That is same. But before calculating for any number, if its value is not equal to minus 1, अगर किसी भी नंबर के लिए उस dp वेक्टर की वैल्यू -1 नहीं है, what does it mean? If the value is not equal to -1, तो उसका मतलब क्या है? It means that value is already calculated. या देखो हम क्या करेंगे? हम क्या करेंगे? अगर मैं आपसे बोलूं फिबोनाची नंबर क्या होता है? What is the value of n फिबोनाची? आप क्या बोलोगे? It is n-1 plus n-1. ये होता है ना? What I am doing is after calculating that value of n Fibonacci number, I will store it in the dp vector. कि भाई dp of n जो है means जो n Fibonacci number है, that is this, and I will return it. And if the same value n is calculated again, so I will check if the value is not equal to minus 1 means it is already calculated. I will simply return it. I will simply return it. That is how dynamic programming is implemented. Okay. Okay, here we have to also pass the DP. That's all. Uh, okay, they also want answer in modulo because the answer can be very large. So we will also give the answer in modulo. I hope you guys know about modulo. So I will take here something called int modulus, and whenever I will find the value, I will apply that modulus here. That's a thing that they want. Okay, you can see that the problem is submitted successfully. The problem is submitted successfully. Okay, so guys, this is the thing that how we are memoizing the solution. So what we have done, we have written a simple recursive solution only, but in that recursive solution, we have implemented a memoization, a DP array. We are storing the thing that we are calculating, and that is called recursion plus memoization and dynamic programming. Dynamic programming can also be done in iterative way, but it is a difficult concept more than, so I will like discuss it later. Okay, for now this is the thing that we'll discuss. Now, after that, let's solve a problem that is very common, that is a very important one. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Uh, hi, ठीक है. अब देखो एक नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम करते हैं. नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम, नेक्स्ट वन इज अगेन an important problem, which is called house robber. Okay, so this is another important problem of dynamic programming. Let me first yeah. देखो problem क्या है guys? Problem is that you are a professional robber planning to rob houses along a street. Each house has a certain amount of money stashed. The only constant stopping you from robbing each of them is that adjacent house have security systems connected, and it will automatically contact the police if two adjacent houses were broken into on the same night. Okay. The problem is guys कि कुछ houses हैं that you have to rob, but the thing is that you cannot rob two adjacent houses. Okay, you have to rob the alternate houses. So let's say the houses are like this. So guys, tell me if this is the amount that is present in each house. If this is the amount that is present in each house and is the array given to you, and you cannot rob adjacent houses. आप adjacent houses rob नहीं कर सकते हो. मतलब you cannot take two adjacent elements. So what can be the answer? I am saying आप अगल बगल के दो elements नहीं ले सकते हो. Like अगर आपने ये ले लिया, you cannot take this. You can take this one, then you cannot take this one. You can take this. You can take this. You cannot take this. Like you cannot take two adjacent elements. That's all. आप दो adjacent elements नहीं ले सकते. You cannot take two adjacent houses. Other than it, you can do anything. Okay, you can do anything. Is the problem clear? Is the problem clear or not? What they are asking, what they wanted to do. Okay, so let's say guys, let's say कि मैंने क्या किया. कि first I've taken this problem, first I've taken this particular number, okay, then I've taken this one. अब देखो अगर मैं इसके बाद 1 ले लूंगा, so I cannot take 7, but 7 is bigger, so I will prefer 7 and then I will prefer 5, and you can see this will give me the maximum 23. इससे ज़्यादा आपको नहीं मिल सकता है, तो ये कैसे करोगे? So guys, this problem also will do using dynamic programming. Okay, let's see how. So this is the I. Let's say we are starting from the house number 1. We are starting from the house number 1. Guys, the topic, the concept that we are going to discuss now is very important, which is called the take and not take case. Which is called the take case and not take case. The concept क्या है guys? What the concept is? The concept is very simple. That whenever a number is given to you, you have to either take it or consider it in your answer, or you have to not consider it in your answer. ठीक है? अब देखो, अगर आप उसे अपने आंसर में कंसिडर करते हो तो क्या क्या चेंजेस आएंगे? अगर आप इस ith एलिमेंट के नंबर को, if you are taking this ith element number in your answer, so what will be the changes you will have? The first change will be that your answer will be increased by that value. आपके आंसर में 2 ऐड हो जाएगा, am I right? आपको 2 अमाउंट मिल जाएगा, यही होगा ना? If you are considering that value in your answer, means that 2 will be added to your answer. 2 value will be added to your question. The first thing. And इसका मतलब ये हो जाएगा कि आप नेक्स्ट वाले हाउस को नहीं ले सकते हो. दैट मीन्स यू कैन नॉट रॉब द नेक्स्ट हाउस. तो आपको कहाँ जाना पड़ेगा? आपको I+2 पे जाना पड़ेगा. एम आई राइट? आपको I+2 पे जाना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज आप I को नहीं ले सकते हो, I+1 को नहीं ले सकते हो. यू कैन नॉट रॉब द नेक्स्ट हाउस. बट अगर आप इस हाउस को नहीं लेते हो तो आपका आंसर तो वही रहेगा. योर आंसर विल रिमेन सेम. योर आंसर विल रिमेन सेम, बट देन यू कैन रॉब द नेक्स्ट हाउस ऑल्सो. तो आप नेक्स्ट हाउस को रॉब कर सकते हो. एम आई राइट? तो अब इस चीज को लेट्स डू दिस थिंग यूजिंग रिकर्जन. ठीक है? देखो रिकर्जन से कैसे होगा ये चीज. हाउ वी विल बी डूइंग दिस थिंग यूजिंग रिकर्जन. ठीक, देखो व्हाट वी विल बी डूइंग इज गाइस कि हमारे पास ये दिया गया है, देयर इज अ array given to us called nums array, and we have to perform the operation on this array. Okay, so I will first create, okay, I think it's in JavaScript. Let's make it C++. Okay, yeah, this is the given thing. Okay, I will create another iterate recursive code, let's say recursion, which will have the same thing. Okay, आपको क्या चाहिए? you want the maximum output. Okay, so guys, आप मुझे बात बताओ, मुझे एक बात बताओ. अब मैं यहाँ पे साइज का अरे ले रहा हूँ, int n. int n means the amount of houses, number of houses. Okay, मुझे बताओ, if I will start my I from 0 till where I should go, what should be my end point? Anyone who can tell me? If I will start from 0 till where should I go? Till which index? So when we start from 0, we go up to less than n. Am I right? When we take a loop, we have to iterate. We start from 0 and we go up to less than n. So means whenever I will go equal to or greater than n, I have to break or return. So that is our base case. Base case क्या? I will take here a I. I means the current house where we are, and I will, what I will do, I will be if I will be bigger than or greater than equal to n, I will return. I will return. ठीक है? अब आता है recursive case. Now comes the recursive case. Recursive cases, guys, जो दो केस थे. There were two cases. First was take, second was not take. So what was a take case? Take case was कि int take, ये क्या था कि I have to take the house. अब जब मैं उस हाउस को, अब उस हाउस मतलब उस हाउस के पैसे को, अमाउंट को कंसीडर कर रहा हूँ, when I'm considering the amount from that house, so क्या हो रहा है? पहले तो उस हाउस का जो भी अमाउंट है हमारा ARR ऑफ 5, वो हमें मिला जा रहा है, वो अमाउंट हमें मिल जाएगा, पहली चीज. और उसके बाद हम किस हाउस में जा सकते हैं? अगर हमने आई वाले हाउस को रॉब कर लिया है तो क्या मैं i+1 पे जा सकता हूँ? इफ आई हैव रॉब द हाउस नंबर आई, कैन आई गो टू i+1? नो, आई कैन नॉट गो टू i+1. I cannot go to adjacent house. I have to go to i+2. So I will call the same function with the same values but i+2. Okay. Okay. Now, what will the not take case? What is the not take case? Not take cases, guys, कि I am not considering that particular element. Means I will not take a error of I. So if I am not considering that particular element, can I go to i+1? Yes. In that case, I can for sure go to i+1. I can for sure go to i+1. And after that, what do I do? उसके बाद में simply आंसर क्या होगा आपका? Anyone tell me the answer? Answer will be the maximum of take and not take case. It will be the maximum of the take and not take case, and I will return the answer. Then I will return the answer. I will call this particular function here with the same ARR, with the ARR length or size, whatever, and with the 0. We will start from house number 0. But guys, this particular code is recursive. So recursive means it will give TLE. It will give TLE. Why TLE? Because this code is recursive. So अब मुझे बताओ, to improve TLE, what should we do? What should we do to eliminate TLE? We will memorize the code. हम क्या करेंगे? We'll be using DP array. So I will take here another array or a vector. I will be using another vector, okay? Let's say DP of the same size, and I will be passing it with it. And I will be taking the reference of that vector along with the reference is taken. We'll pass it in both the cases. Now, whenever I am calculating the value for any I, जब भी मैं कोई भी recursive call में कोई value store call calculate कर रहा हूँ, I will store the answer in this DP array. You can see, guys, in this recursive call, कौन सी value change हो रही थी? Which parameter was changing? Tell me. In this recursive calls, which parameter was changing? I was changing, we know. I was between i+1, i+2. That is why the DP array, that was 1D DP because only one parameter was changing. So it was 1D DP, and I am storing the answer in the DP of I. For that particular I, my answer was this. And whenever I will call the recursive function, before calling, I will also check if the value of that DP is already calculated. Means if it is not equal to -1, I will initially make it equal to -1. And if I will check if the value of that DP is not equal to -1, in that case, what I will do, in that case, I will simply return DP of I. It is already calculated. So how you have to convert your recursive code to a DP code, that plays a very important role. So today I will not be telling you very much about dynamic programming, guys, because we'll be covering the advanced data structures topic, advanced DSA topic after the web development part. Okay? Web development part के बाद में we'll be covering the data structures and algorithm topic again. So before that, we'll be focusing more on this part. Okay, we'll be focusing more on this particular part. So द इजी पार्ट्स, ठीक है, तो हम आज भी डीपी करेंगे, कल हम लोग ग्राफ्स एंड ट्री का भी एक इजी सेशन करेंगे. आफ्टर दैट योर वेब डेवलपमेंट क्लासेस विल बी स्टार्टेड, एंड आफ्टर वेब डेवलपमेंट क्लासेस अगेन वी हैव द एडवांस्ड डीएसए कॉन्सेप्ट, ओके, एंड सिस्टम डिजाइन एंड सीएस कॉन्सेप्ट. ओके, ग्रेट. Durvesh, See, Durvesh, the approach is very clear. कि I'm checking for every house. I'm checking it for every house I. So I started my I from zero. I've started my I from zero, from house number zero. Okay, means the first house. Ab, we have two cases. The first case is the take case. Take case means कि I am considering that house. I am taking money from that house. So when I am considering that particular house, what I am doing? I will take its value, I will take its amount, and I will go to the house number I plus 2. Because I cannot go to I plus 1 then. I plus 1 I cannot take. I cannot take the adjacent one. But if I'm not taking that house, if I'm not considering the amount of that house, then I'm going to I plus 1. Because in that case, I can go to I plus 1. And that is what we are doing. Got it or not? Is it clear? Got it? Okay, so yeah, guys. Now, guys, this was recursion. This was recursion to memoization. Now, I will tell you a more better approach. एक इससे भी easy तरीका. Okay, let me tell you. अच्छा, guys, tell me one thing. अच्छा, do you got that thing कि we cannot take adjacent houses? वो चीज clear सबको कि we cannot take adjacent houses. Is it clear? Okay, great. Now, guys, tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. कि if I have just this one house, I will create here one more array, let's say DP array or whatever array. Okay, I will create here a array, let's say a vector V. Okay, now tell me, if I have just one house, so how many amount of money I can take? Tell me, how much amount of money I can take if I have just this one house? हाँ जी, two. If I have just this one house, obviously I can take this two. जब एक ही घर है हमारे पास, भाई जब एक ही घर है तो उतना ही पैसा मिलेगा ना हमें, सिर्फ एक ही मिल सकता है, टू. ठीक है, गॉट इट. एम आई राइट? भाई जब हमारे पास सिर्फ एक घर है तो कितना पैसा मिलेगा? इफ वी हैव जस्ट वन हाउस विथ अस, so what is the maximum amount of money we can get? ठीक है. नाउ गाइस, अच्छा मुझे बताओ, if we have these two houses with us, then how much amount we can get? Max, how many maximum number of money we can get? 7. 7, because दो घर हैं and we cannot take both the houses. Why? Because we cannot take adjacent houses. नहीं, दुर्वेश, we cannot take both the houses. 9 कैसे हो गया? I cannot take two adjacent houses, so it will be only 7. So basically जो वैल्यू होती है v of 1 जो होता है, it is maximum of ARR of 0 and ARR of 1. सी, अगर ये बड़ा होता तो ये आंसर हो जाता. अच्छा, लेट्स से आई एम सेइंग कि यहाँ पर लेट्स से यहाँ पर 8 है, तब क्या होता? तो यहाँ पर तो 8 होता, यहाँ भी 8 होता. गॉट इट? व्हाई? बिकॉज दोनों में से मैक्सिमम 8 है, सो आई विल टेक 8. It is maximum of both. Got it? अब इसके आगे इसकी बताओ, या मैं अगर इन जनरल बात करूं वी ऑफ आई की वैल्यू क्या होगी, इसके आगे किसी भी इंडेक्स इसकी वैल्यू क्या होगी, व्हाट लाइक इफ यू हैव these three houses, so what is the maximum amount of money we can take if you have these three houses? 11. 11. How? 2 plus 9, 11. 2 plus 9, 11 ना, we cannot take adjacent, but we can take this thing ना, तो हम 2 को भी ले लेंगे, 11 को भी ले लेंगे, 9 को भी ले लेंगे। तो हमारी जो वी ऑफ आई की वैल्यू पता है क्या होगी, होगी मैक्स ऑफ, देखो दो केसेस हैं, अदर डोंट टेक दिस 9। देखो अगर हमें इसके जस्ट पहले वाले को लेना है, इसको लेना है, तो हम इस 9 को नहीं ले सकते, गेटिंग? इफ आई एम टेकिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ वी आई माइनस 1, तो फिर हम लोग सिर्फ वी आई माइनस 1 ले सकते हैं, हम इसको नहीं ले सकते। अगर मैंने इसको ले लिया तो, अगर मैंने 7 को ले लिया तो मैं 9 को नहीं ले सकता, क्योंकि उसके बगल में है। तो या तो वी आई माइनस 1 को ले लो, या तो उसके साथ बगल वाले को ले लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। और अगर उसके बगल वाले को नहीं ले रहे हो, तब आप इसको ले सकते हो, तब आप ए आर ऑफ आई को ले सकते हो, और साथ में आप आई माइनस 2 को ले सकते हो। विथ ए आर ऑफ आई यू कैन ऑल्सो टेक आई माइनस 2, वी ऑफ आई माइनस 2, आई माइनस 2 को ले सकते हो, बट आई माइनस 1 को नहीं ले सकते। जस्ट पिछले को नहीं ले सकते हो, उसके पहले को ले सकते हो। तो जिनको नहीं क्लियर हो रहा है वो एक बार फिर से प्रॉब्लम को चेक करना, ओके, एंड क्लास के बारे में फिर से ट्राई करने को। डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग इज अ डिफिकल्ट टॉपिक, ऐसे इतनी जल्दी समझ में नहीं आएगा, ठीक है, इतनी जल्दी समझ में नहीं आएगा। तो आप लोग देखोगे यहाँ पे लॉन्च पैड वाली साइट पे, वेबसाइट पे, जब आप लोग लर्निंग सेक्शन पे जाओगे, इन द लर्निंग सेक्शन, देन यू विल सी कि यहाँ पर एक डीएसए गाइड, डीएसए प्रॉब्लम शीट दी गई है। यू गाइस कैन प्रैक्टिस प्रॉब्लम्स फ्रॉम हियर, इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सी, इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सी, so you guys should practice problems from here, got it? Great. So see here, iska by the way we are also planning to have a complete playlist of all the solutions of the video or the problems that we are having in that sheet. So let's see when we can have it, okay? So देखो, so कैसे solve करेंगे guys हम लोग, how we will solve it? We will first have here that new uh, vector v of the same size. Let's store size here. Okay. Now, as I told you, the index 0 of the vector will be ARR of 0. So I will take it as ARR. Okay. The index 0 of this new vector will be ARR of 0. मतलब यहाँ तक का जो सम होगा वो इसके इक्वल ही होगा। एंड v of 1 क्या होगा, लाइक टिल 1 क्या होगा सम, इन दोनों का मैक्स। ओके, सो v of 0 is ARR of 0, but v of 1 is max of ARR of 0 and ARR of 1. Now for rest order values from 2 till n, हम क्या करेंगे? As you can see, we have written the formula. Whenever we have to check for any particular thing, की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? v of I की वैल्यू या तो पिछला ले लो, either take the last element. If we are at vi, if I am at the ith house, I don't want to take this ith house, so I can take the maximum element till I minus 1. अगर मैं इस वाले घर को चोरी नहीं कर रहा हूं तो मैं इसके जस्ट बगल वाले को तक चोरी कर सकता हूं। अगर मैंने ith हाउस को रॉब नहीं किया है, सो आई कैन रॉब द I माइनस 1th हाउस, तो मैंने I माइनस 1th तक का ले लिया है जो भी मैक्सिमम था हमारे पास। और अगर हम अभी वाले हाउस को रॉब कर रहे हैं, ए आर आर ऑफ आई हमने ले लिया है, तो मैं आई माइनस 1 को नहीं कर सकता हूँ, मैं उसके पहले को कर सकता हूँ, तो वी आई माइनस 2, जस्ट लाइक तुमने वहां पर इंप्लीमेंट किया था। एट द लास्ट रिटन आंसर ऑफ वी एन माइनस द लास्ट वन, ड्रॉपिंग ऑल द हाउसेस, व्हाट विल बी द आंसर? एंड इट्स done. okay, there was a problem ki when there is only one array, so when the size of n will be 1, जब सिर्फ एक ही नंबर है, then your answer will be simply a error of 0, and it's done. Okay, so this is how we are solving this particular problem called house robber. So if you want, I can share the summation. Guys, these problems are really important, and I know that you will not understand dynamic programming in just one class. That is why I will not teach much. Okay, I will not. I have just taken two problems, and this is the pure dynamic programming, guys. This is called pure state-wise dynamic programming. Okay, that we're having here. So guys, I know that DP is a very tough topic. It's not that much easy. But if you will practice, if you will do more, okay, it is going to be very easy. Guys, the I know ki say in last some days the curriculum of this LaunchPadx was quite not good. We were also not much active. I was not taking classes because I was quite busy in my college fest and everything. For those who are from my college know that thing. Okay, so but now like we will again back. So as DP class hui hai, I will not take much today. It's already very late. So that's what I will cover today. Tomorrow I will try to have tree and graphs class, just a summary intro of tree and graph. I will try to have that so that the basic parts of DSA will be completed. There are some advanced topic, advanced DP is also there, advanced tree graph is also there. जो हम लोग वेब डेवलपमेंट की बात करेंगे ओके आफ्टर वेब डेवलपमेंट आफ्टर सीइंग द रिस्पांस ऑफ यू गाइस for sure. Okay, that's all. Okay, so I hope ki like you have learned something new about DP in this particular class. I know it was not completely clear because DP is a quite tough topic, and you will need some practice, some more response for it. Okay, so that was all for today, guys. Thanks for today's class, attending today's class. Let's meet again in the next class. Maybe tomorrow or maybe on from Wednesday. We'll be starting with web development classes, so you can also join that. Okay. Till then, thank you. Happy coding. Take care. Meet you soon.